wild, you know. Anything that grows a wild hair or a 9-inch stalk of grass, leaf of grass, or two. And so she got to know these new neighbors, made friends with them, opened her heart, and they tore her apart, you know. And this is the story of the analogy to that. She always knew the other ones were strange and maybe kind of dissemblers. She always got some weird sense of strangeness in the other ones, but as long as the other ones left me alone and her, who was bothered? No one, you know. Well, the best friend came to the other one's house. The best friend came to the other one's house once. You know, he was a little mouse, you know. Supposedly smart, but kind of a fart. Mr. Businessman, Mr. I took out a loan. Mr. Everyone ripped me off. Everyone took advantage of me. I'm such a good guy. Oh, goody goody. I got no issues. And then she told me, you know, that he had, was drinking all the Dr. Pepper or whatever, and that made her mad. And so it was time to go, you know, because if you can't be a pepper when you want to be, if you can't dance in the front of your house with the lights on in the night, in the cool air, in the breeze, smoking your cigarettes, losing yourself to, some kind of cancer or other, you know. Well, if you can't do that and not be a pepper too, well, you know, what good are you? So, there was stuff at work, and I put some chairs in the front yard, and there were some boxes left over from when I missed the trash, which comes once every 2 months, you know. And honestly, I didn't notice that no one came by to say hello. I just thought this was the way that it goes. So it was nice to have a neighbor for her sake, who would say hello and talk plants and gardening and stuff to grow. And I went away. They knew I was going. And how did they know? Well, some month or so before I left, I was talking to the other ones, the ones with the kicked out Dr. Pepper guy who finally came back because he lost everything else and had no else to go. At least that's what the story goes. That's what I was told. And he was a best friend, but never a lover. No, no, no. He just walked by holding hands. I guess that's romantic, but not, a go, go, go situation. Anyway, so he's back, and they seem friendly enough. I will go over there, even in spite of my lady saying no. Don't give them anything. She was having such good luck with the other neighbors, the prodigal son neighbors, that I said, oh well, you know, what the heck, I can give it a go. I can show them, you know, who I am. And he was talking about how he wanted to learn the guitar, but you know, he would only use the best in the world stuff. And so he was going to wait until he could buy the best before he learned. And I said, you know, like, do you really think you deserve the best? Without having worked a little bit for it, you know? I'll show you some stuff on this little cheap guitar that I give you as a gift. And then you can decide, you know, what's good and what's real about, you know, wood and strings and glue and stuff. He said, yeah, I'm thinking of getting an Ovation. I think those are really great guitars. Those are great guitars, right? Those are really good guitars. Yeah, oh, good guitar. Yeah. Oh man, don't you know? I know Cayman was bought by Fender or something, but wow, man, whoa. You know, when it comes to a lot of Ovation stuff, you know, whoa. So my little honey, my little favorite, the one I had waited, you know, years, 10 years, 15 years to be able to just hold on to, just be able to have for a little while. That gorgeous baby guitar, that one that I couldn't afford any other time, but finally I found for cheap enough for me to justify getting it. Like it fell from the sky, this beautiful, beautiful guitar. I brought it over to him and I said, you know, if you want a sense of what a real good guitar is, you ought to have this thing for a while, don't you know? Just keep it for a couple of days and, you know, decide. You know, I could even sell this one to you if you want for what I've got in it, for literally what I've got in it, you know, for 1/3 or 1/4 of the retail price, you know, but you know, I've checked it out, it's pretty good, I like it, it's not just the high retail, it's a high cool. And it's my axe. The one I keep here to play, you know. I'm a little low on money this month, but you know, I already know this one is going to be mine. I'll give you the $450. When I get it, just a little low this month. This is the guy that did the Dr. Pepper thing. Don't drink my Dr. Pepper or my Dr. Pepper without like leaving some unselfishly for me. This is the same guy I've heard about from the woman that says she's your best friend as can be, as good a friend as can be. So the story must have gotten out differently, because at some point she asked me, does he owe you any money on that guitar? Maybe he thought that I should trade it for some old piece of junk camera that wasn't really worth the best in the world status he was giving it. yeah, DV from Sony is better than HD from anywhere. It's got a 250 gigabyte hard drive inside it. You know, it's a state of the art. It's the best thing you can get. I bought it 5 years ago. It even got wet, you know. Now it's good. But this one I throw around the yard. This is the best one. The best. So I'll give this to you for that guitar. And I said, I'm sorry. You know, I think we ought to do something else. You know, just give me the money when you get it. You know, if you're low this month. And then she asked me, does he actually owe you anything on that guitar? Like, did you give him that guitar? Because she couldn't believe that he was holding on to the guitar. I said, yeah, he still owes me $450. And that was like, whoa, man, a look in her face like, oh, maybe he had not explained it exactly that way. And so I started to get a little itchy about what was going on with that guitar. And that month, which was up now. So I asked him, you know, I'm kind of wondering about, you know, when you're going to pay for that guitar.